Raise your reflection. What does this mean? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, but you've all heard the term raise your frequency or raise your vibration. But today we're going to be talking about raising your reflection, which of course is reality. But you don't do it at the level of reality, you do it at the level of consciousness. So by raising your reflection, you're essentially raising the state of consciousness you're holding prior to going into reality and interacting with the characters that you're interacting with. Really, this is about coming into the commanders of consciousness. You are the commander of your state of consciousness, which is getting pushed out and reflected back in reality. So it is really about stepping into that commanding role. We're not in control of reality. We're in control of consciousness, which is the cause of reality. And when you raise your consciousness, you raise the reflection that reality is able to reflect back. So that is what we're doing today. My name is Hedley, and if you have arrived at my channel, you are in the right place. I'm so happy that you are here. If you'd like to know more information about me or my offerings, including Law of Assumption coaching, my self-concept course, I Am the One, and my book, I Am Money, you will find all of those details in the box below this video. But let's just get straight into the video. And before we do, if I could ask you to do one very simple thing, and that is to subscribe to my channel, like this video, or do whatever, engage with it in whatever way feels right to you, that would be most appreciated. Thank you so much. Raise your reflection. This was a phrase that popped into my head and I hadn't heard it before, and I thought, I like that. That sounds like a good idea for a video, because when we talk about raising the reflection, we're talking about raising the quality of our reality, because reality is the reflection of consciousness. So obviously we're not raising anything at the level of reality. We do everything in consciousness. So raising the reflection, or raising your reflection, starts with raising the stories that you're telling, the assumptions that you're holding, the thoughts that you're thinking, the feelings that you're feeling, raising all of those. The reason that this is so important is because consciousness is the cause of reality. Reality, as we experience it with our five senses, is the reflection of consciousness. And as I said in the recent video, I've just been reading, well, I say reading, I'm flicking through page by page because it's so full on. But I am reading this book, The Cosmic Hologram, Information at the Center of Creation. It's very rare for me to read anything outside of Neville, but I picked this book up because I listened to a podcast by the author, and she was speaking from a scientific perspective. She's a cosmologist, planetary healer, and futurist, and she has a master's degree in physics from Oxford University and a doctorate in archaeology from the University of Reading in the United Kingdom. So this is a woman who knows what she's talking about, and the work that she's doing, and she's speaking from a very scientific perspective, is that there is literally no environment other than the consciousness of the observer. There is literally no environment outside of us other than the consciousness of the observer. So really what that's saying is what Neville is saying, which is consciousness is the one and only reality, and the reality that we're experiencing through our five senses is nothing more than a holographic reflection of our state of consciousness. So when we're talking about raising the reflection, we're really talking about raising the state of consciousness that we're holding prior to going into reality. What we do is we go out into reality and we observe reality from this curious standpoint, which is great. It's great to be curious, but we're looking to see how things shape up. We're kind of looking to see how reality reflects itself back. Let's say we're meeting somebody for the first time, and I'm going to use the example of love relationships, in particular with dating. When you're dating and you're meeting people the first time, you go on a date with somebody, and let's say it's the first time you've met them. You are sizing this person up. You're looking at them through this lens of, I want to see who this person is, how they behave. So what we do is we sort of sit back and we let somebody prove to us or show us who they are, rather than calling forth the version of them that we would like to see. When we approach reality from that perspective, what we are really doing is we are letting our subconscious assumptions inform reality. And then reality shows us evidence of what we are subconsciously assuming about people and situations and circumstances. And then we're getting the evidence that, yeah, I didn't think I could trust them, or this person doesn't seem like the kind of person that I would want to hang out with, or whatever the story might be. We're letting reality inform consciousness. And if our assumptions, our subconscious assumptions about people and about situations, about reality in general, are not of the highest quality, we are not going to be getting the highest quality versions of people, and we're not going to be getting the highest versions quality of the situations that we're walking into. So when we talk about raise your reflection, we're really talking about raising yourself to the level of conscious commander. I'm choosing who I would like to see show up in this interaction. If you're a woman dating a man and you go out on a date with a man for the first time and you're coming into the interaction from a place of, I'm going to let this person show me who they are. And if you have negative assumptions about men, if you've had trauma about men, if you've had unpleasant or unfavorable past histories with men, those are likely to creep in. You're going to be looking for the red flags. You're going to be looking for things about this person that, yeah, this person isn't for me. Remember, everyone is the infinite I am. Everyone is you pushed out, reflecting you back. So you have the opportunity prior to going into any interaction, regardless of what it is, and deciding who it is you are choosing to have show up in the interaction. Now, remember, we're not in control of reality. We're not in control of other people, but we are in control of the state of consciousness we hold when we go out into reality. So if you are assuming that the highest version of people show up in your presence, you're more likely to get the highest version of people showing up in your presence. If you're sitting back and waiting for people to prove themselves to you, you're likely to get people proving themselves based on what you think is already who they are. This is a lot easier to do with people that you don't know, you're meeting for the first time, because you don't have any prior assumptions of them. When we're talking about people who have been in our lives for some time, you can still do it with them, of course, but you are choosing a new story in the face of an old one. And what can happen in that case is you choose a new story, that person shows up in the old version, then you go, oh, see, it didn't quite work. So I would say, in terms of raising your reflection, start with people that you don't know. Start with people that you meet for the first time. Assume that when you meet someone, you are meeting the greatest version of them. Start from the assumption that people are honest, they are good, they are genuine, they are caring, they're respectful. Choose the highest version of story and start there. There is so much evidence that people are opposite to that you've got to watch your back, and all these scammers, all the stories that go on in reality. There's a lot, there's enough evidence in reality to tell you that's not true. But as you know, consciousness is the cause of reality. So whatever story you're choosing to tell about your reality is what is going to be forming reality. If you're just going on the same state of consciousness that you've always gone on, you're always going to get the same versions of people, you're going to get the same versions of situations and circumstances. Things are going to rock along at the pace that they've really always rocked along at. If you want to start leveling up and start increasing the quality of your reality, you have to start increasing the quality of consciousness you're holding prior to entering into reality. And I mean entering, meaning you get up, you get yourself dressed, and then you go out into the day. You get work, you go interact with your family, your friends, your loved ones, you do your activities, whatever it is that you do throughout your waking life. What you want to be doing is choosing who is showing up in your reality. Because remember, everyone in your reality is a reflection of the infinite I am. Yes, they are you pushed out, and you are a reflection of the infinite I am. You have all states and all potentials and all possibilities within you. They all exist within you. All states, both light and dark, exist within you, as they do in all of the characters who are showing up in your reality. So you are the one, you're the casting director, but you're also the script writer. You get to write the script. But if you haven't written the script first, then your characters are going to be showing up on the old script, and that's the script that you inherited from your upbringing or previous experiences with this person or people of that gender or people who worked at that company or whatever the story might be. If you're not consciously choosing every single day how people are showing up in your reality, who are the people that are showing up in your reality, what are the sorts of things that they're saying in your reality, if you're not consciously choosing that, then they're going to be just taking the old scripts, the ones that have already been there for years. They're just going to pick that up and reflect that back. Yes, Papa. Your characters, the people in your reality, are waiting for the new script, But until they receive the new script, they are going to continue using the old one. There cannot be any change in the play until there is a change in the script. And the change in the script happens within you. It happens within your consciousness. It happens from your intention. It happens from your decision to say, hey, I'm a little bit bored with how the play's been unfolding these last couple of years, or these last couple of decades, or even just these last couple of days. So I know if I want to hear something different from somebody, if I want to see a different behavior in somebody, I'm the one that has to choose it within myself first. I have to be in my imagination. I have to, first of all, assume that they have the capability to make that change. And of course they do, because you are the infinite I am, and they are reflecting you back, which means they are the infinite I am, and they have all states, potentials, and possibilities within them. They have the light and the dark. So call in the version of them that you want to see more of. And when it comes to the situations and circumstances in your life, again, they can go one way or the other. Decide which way they're going to go. Don't wait for reality to tell you which way it's going to go. If you do, it's just going to go the way it's always gone. And that's the old script. So it really does start from you. And yes, this does take a little bit of work behind the scenes, and that's okay. It's good work because it's going to get good results. But if you're just waking up and rolling out into your day and having interactions with people without having chosen first how those interactions are going to go and the versions of the characters and how they're showing up in your reality, you are just going to get more of the same. Now, if that more of the same is pretty good, then hey, why do you need to change it? But there is an opportunity always to raise the quality of your reality by raising the assumptions you're holding about your reality, including the people in it. You are the commander of your reality, but you don't command it at the level of reality. You don't tell people how to treat you. You don't tell them how to behave in front of you. You go in the opposite direction first. You turn towards yourself. You turn towards consciousness. You go within and you choose, how would I like this person to show up today? Who am I choosing to meet on this date today? Who am I going into this client meeting with today? How are they responding to my request? Who is the version of the boss that I'm meeting today? Who is the version of the colleague that I'm interacting with today? You get to decide. You do not wait. I mean, you can, but you're just going to get more of the same. You get to choose the version, the quality of the characters, how they are showing up in your reality. Your reality is a feedback. It's always telling you where you're at. It's always telling you the quality of your consciousness. Your reality is the reflection of the quality of your consciousness. So if it's not of the highest quality, then hey, that's great news. You can do something about that. You go in, you write out or script out or imagine how you would like things to be different. And please, some of you need to stop telling the old story. Now, it's really important to acknowledge whatever current reality is, but once you've acknowledged it, even once is enough. You do not need to acknowledge it again. If you are going around telling everyone what this person did and how they behaved and isn't it shocking and oh my God, you are affirming a script that you don't want, that you don't like, that's unfavorable. And you've got to remember that means you've forgotten who you are. You're the director, the producer, the writer, and the actor in your movie. You're everything. And you're the audience. You're the one who gets to see this reflected back. So raise your reflection by raising your consciousness, which is the cause of the reflection. Yes, Baba, I'm coming. Oh, look who it is. Oh my God, you're so cute. Oh my God. Oh, that was so cute. I'm coming, Baba, I'm coming. It's time for her walk. Yeah, it's time. I know. I just got to finish my little video. Raise the quality of the stories you're telling. Raise the quality of the thoughts that you're thinking. Raise the quality of the feelings you're having. Just raise it. Raise it all. Raise everything. And you will see the quality of your reality raising as well. That reflection, which is reality, up it goes. Yay. All right, I got to go. There's a video I'm going to pop up here. I'm going to pick it, so I don't know which one it is yet. And have a beautiful week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.